Hey, it's Brad Apicella. I own Apicella Designs here in Phoenix, Arizona, and we specialize in 47 to 59 Chevy pickups. So this is a really cool 1955 Chevy pickup. Got a customer, Pat Alameda, we built this for, and this truck's been his family his whole life, so he decided it was time to take this thing to the next level and make it something he can be proud of. Kind of show off what his family was and what they loved. So this is his version of how to show that off to the world. We took the original cab, had it sandblasted, fixed all the rust and the previous 70 years of abuse. We had to do a handful of things like replace doors and weld in patch panels, replace floor pans, and that's common on these hot rods, but it's something that people don't really see, but you want to make sure those foundation items are good. And then from there, Geno's Customs in Phoenix, Arizona went through and put the gloss black paint job on this thing. It's got hundreds of hours into blocking and sanding and cutting and buffing to get to this level of a paint job, and we're really proud of it, and I think the customer will be too. So the only exterior modifications we've done to this truck realistically is tuck the bumper in a little bit, and this one has what we call our radius bed corners, which is a really cool way to finish out the rolled bedside tops. Subtle change that kind of blends in and just helps give it that next level look. This truck has TCI's 55 to 59 Chevy 3100 chassis. This is their custom IFS version. It's got independent front suspension, 2-inch drop spindles, 4-link rear suspension. This one's been upgraded with RideTech R joints for a little bit better riding comfort. The customer was not too worried about the bigger brakes on it, so this has the geometric brakes. Saves a few bucks, still has really good stopping power. So this one has a classic torque thrust in American Racing. He was looking for a smaller, more classic style, so this is a 17-inch. Has some Firestone Firehawk tires on there, just enough to help keep the engine hooked up to the ground. This has got a unique engine and transmission combo. It's got a big Al's Toy Barn 383 stroker with an 871 supercharger on it. A little over 700 horsepower, backed by a Gearstar 4L80 electronic controlled modern overdrive transmission. So one thing we do when we're putting chassis together for customers is we're really diligent in making sure all the pieces work together. So this one has custom steering mount to make sure your steering works real smooth, and this one has a power rack and pinion steering. One of the big things we put on our chassis is this has our aluminum fuel cell. We make them specifically for these trucks. They're baffled and sumped. They use Aeromotive or Holley EFI in-tank fuel pumps. This one actually has a carbureted version, but the fit and finish on them gets you as much fuel as you can get between the frame rails, and a show quality finish underneath the truck too, so they're a perfect pairing for something like this. The bed on this truck has a couple of upgrades. It has a Marquet push button tailgate, gets rid of the chains and links on the back of it, makes for a really clean, more modern style to open it up. This one has a cool thing we've been doing recently too, is putting aluminum bed floors. They're wrapped with a sticker that has a wood grain on it that we can print in pretty much any color. You can go through and change the print, the grain, the colors, pretty much every part about it we can dial into exactly what the customer's looking for, whether that's matching the interior or if it's putting a family logo on there or a company logo for their business. We can basically do anything from making it look like it's branded into it or it's silhouetted on there or a vintage style, so it gives you a lot of options. So the interior on this truck has some TMI seats and TMI door panels. A good buddy of ours, Greg Cobbs, helped us go through and complete. We built a custom console for it that flows from under the dash and down in between the two bucket seats. Has lower storage, so when you're out cruising around, you got room to put your stuff into. So this has the Dakota Digital VHX gauge set, a little more classic looking and less frills, but gets the job done. Dakota seems to have the gauge set for anything you need. This one also has a vintage air AC system, so no issue with keeping cool in the summer, especially with the big windows. You need a nice AC unit that's going to keep up with keeping heat out of these things. So we love to thank all of our partners to help us build these trucks. TCI being one of the biggest ones. They're the foundation we build them on, and we've never found anybody that's more helpful and offers a better product. Same goes for so many of our other vendors, Dakota Digital and Vintage Air, paint shops like Geno's Customs, and you know, realistically, at the end of the day, all of our guys that helped us get these things here at Apicella Designs, you know, we have a whole team of guys that work together to help accomplish these trucks and, you know, really give the customer what they're looking for. We definitely want to thank our client for letting us build this truck and having the faith in us to, you know, really build what he was looking for, or the vision he had. And if you want to check out more, you can always follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Apicella Designs. And you can check out our website at adcustoms.com.